So, I am ready to put foil over my cartouche. The thing is, you can use specialty foil, like I have this gold foil that's a little thicker, or you can use just regular tin foil. If you're using the regular tin foil, you're going to want to make sure that you're a little more careful not to tear the foil when you're adhering it to your cartouche. So my cartouche has 2 layers of rubber cement. I put 1 layer on, nice thin layer, and then I let it dry, then put another layer on top of it. What I'm going to do is kind of line up my foil so I know it's pretty much in the center. I'm not pressing the whole thing down, because if I press the whole thing down, then I'm going to have air bubbles trapped in it. So what I'm going to do is take this pencil and find kind of the center, and I'm just rubbing my pencil up against the pieces of cardboard that I had already put in. So here's the bird that was in the middle. Now, I have my details. Like my eye here, I can take the point of a pencil and just press it in there. And I know right in here is where it's cut out between the bird's legs. I'm just going to press it in there. So these lines that I have here are also showing up because these are the lines I drew in with a pen. I'm going to keep pressing in as I'm going. And a new pencil with the new eraser works the best. I want to get up against everything to get all the air bubbles out, and then pressing it out to the sides. And just keep working it. I'm also going to do this edge here too, until I get to the end of the fold here. And I just work my way out to the edges. Okay, now I have all my characters all smoothed out and everything is the way I want it. I'm going to finish this off. So what I need to do is I'm going to flip it over because I'm going to fold everything to the side. Since it's round, we're going to cut up to the cardboard some slits so that when we fold it over, it doesn't crinkle up and it can be the shape of the mat board, that oval shape. So I'm just cutting around the top edge. If you feel like you don't have enough glue on the other side, you always can stick more glue in it. You just try to keep it all lined up. I'm going to use rubber cement. I'm going to glue. This time it's not as thin of a coat. I'm going to make a nice layer of glue on this side, on the cardboard. And I'm going to stick in on the sides. It's really important to get the sides as well as the cardboard. And then I am going to put on glue on the edges of everything. So everything is going to get glued down. When rubber cement has 2 sides that are glued, it's permanent. So what I'm going to do is make sure everything is covered, and then I'm going to let it dry for a minute. Oops. And then let it dry for about 1 minute. So it's been drying for a minute or so, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on the rounded edges, and then I'm going to pull it up and flatten it down. pull it up, flatten it down. And I can use that eraser again to make sure the edge is flat against it. Pull it over, flatten it in. I'm going to do the edges first, trying not to get my fingers stuck. Do the edges first. Do the ends first, and then the two big pieces will get folded down last. If I feel like it's not up against it, I can push this on the edges. You can even go pick it up and push it on and roll it on the table, and that'll squish it down a little bit more also. Okay, now, like I said, you can roll it on the table, your edge on the table. That'll help smush down any corners that are sticking out. Now I'm going to take this and make sure it's up against my edge and smooth that in. I'm going to do the same on this side. Pull it up, use my eraser, and smooth it out. Okay, and there's my finished cartouche.